Hello, welcome to my channel, Just Lovely Energy. Today I'm doing a element reading for the water signs. So this is for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So you can watch if you have any of those within your chart. Spirit, what is the message that you have for water signs at this time? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. So right now, what I'm getting so far is that water signs, you are in a space within your life where you're overcoming some really heavy conflict or some type of situation that you've been in for a while, like just the energy of it. So with the Five of Cups, it has to do with you being extremely disappointed about something that did not go your way. This could be also related to some sort of heartbreak, but I see that you're finally starting to overcome certain energies and feelings that is related to that specific situation. And this could have to do with a love relationship. It could have to do with a job. It could have to do with a friendship. But it was something that you possibly weren't really wanting to release, but you feel that you were put in a position that you had to let go of it. And you had to move forward. And if it's not about you, it's about the other energy or the situation where someone left you out in the cold, or they released you in some type of way. Maybe you got fired, or maybe someone just suddenly decided that they didn't want to continue having a certain relationship with you. But you have the Nine of Pentacles behind this. So I'm seeing that this has to do with you feeling the need to focus more on yourself, feeling the need to focus more on independence in general. And this is something that has taken you time to really open up to doing, because maybe at first you were not necessarily really into it because you were so focused on the heartbreak or whatever took place. But now you're in a better position where you're really starting to enjoy yourself. And underneath that, we also have the Seven of Swords. So yeah, you guys, some of you were definitely involved in some sort of situation where someone may have betrayed you or did something very, out of their element, out of your comfort zone, like it was a deal breaker for you. So you just decided to basically move on. And if this doesn't have to do with another person, it has to do with like your own aspects of yourself when it comes to self-sabotage. And when it comes to focusing on disappointment, for some of you, that has been you being in an illusion and self-sabotaging yourself really from your blessings and from whatever else that you could be focused on. So I see you getting back focused. We also have the 10 of Cups. So this lets me know like overall you're going to be focused a lot more on your happiness, and whatever situation was revealed to you, it was all for the better, so you could be focused on building what is right for your foundation. Because ultimately, if there's the wrong people that are involved, then it was going to disrupt something later on, you know, in life, or later on in a few years, in a few months. It was all going to come crumbling down either way it went. If it was something off, or if it was something off in the first place, or if it was something that was not for you, it had to be released in general for you to focus even more on your 10 of Cups. So water signs, your first card, that was just the energy of the reading. So your first card I have is the 7 of Wands in reverse. So I see right away like this is you overcoming your obstacles. And it's going to be different for everyone watching the video, but this is like you overcoming your fears, you overcoming anxiety. This is about you overcoming even deeper issues like depression, or this is you overcoming like a battle that you've been having with yourself or even other people, like you just letting certain things go in general as far as what's been in your way. Can you please clarify the 7 of Wands in reverse, please? Yeah, so the first card to clarify that is the 8 of Cups, which lets me know like you're so focused on moving forward. You're more focused on being in alignment with your abundance, being in alignment with prosperity and everything that you've been knowing that if you're done with this situation or with these aspects or with these feelings or energies, you knew that if you move on from it, it was something greater on the other side. So like you're totally focused on being more self-disciplined and moving on. And this could also mean that even if you don't feel like you're there yet, like this is what you're in the process of doing, and you are having progress as well. But we also have the 5 of Swords here. So this lets me know like it does have to do with some sort of situation involving another person for some of you, and it really does have to do with you like finally being able to stand up for yourself. And for some of you, like maybe you really did have to tell another person off in order to get over your fears, or in order to release certain things that you've been wanting to. Like it took you literally saying something to stand up for yourself. And 6 of Cups is at the bottom of this deck. So this just lets me know like it has to do with childhood. It has to do with something that has to do with maybe even if you believe in past life, it has to do with you overcoming certain issues that you've dealt with within a past life, or that has to do with your bloodline in general. Like, this is a very huge thing that you're moving away from. And also with the Six of Cups, I'm getting this has to do with like some people standing up when it comes to family, when it comes to parents or siblings or someone like that has made a huge impact within your childhood, whether that's positive or negative. But if it was like something negative, like trauma, I see that you're like finally standing up against that situation in particular, or you're standing up against that person by saying, you know, how you felt, you're expressing yourself on it. And then for others of you, if it has to do with like someone who has a positive influence on you, I feel like that's you being inspired by that person. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So this has everything to do with you getting your confidence back. And I feel like that's what you've been doing for a very long time, water signs. You've been focused on how you can just feel higher self-esteem. Because whatever this situation was, it really got to you for years, to the point where you were not able to really be yourself. And that's also what that Seven of Swords stood for. Like, you couldn't even show up the way you wanted to show up within your life. But this lets me know right here with the Queen of Wands that you're absolutely overcoming your struggles, and you are going to feel like a boost within your mood, within your mentality. You're going to be focused more on positivity in general, and just seeing more of your strength within the entire situation. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So I honestly see this as you being able to move forward in general. And that's the message that I'm getting. Like, despite whomever left you out or made you feel left out, you're moving on from that. And you're deciding to go get warmth somewhere else. This doesn't have to do with the romantic relationship at all. When I say getting warmth somewhere else, I mean like you're just going to be focused on taking care of yourself and, you know, putting you first this time around. And I do say I think that easily came out because I do feel like this has been a cycle. For some of you that are watching, it's been a huge cycle that you've been in. So this time around, like you learn your lesson because you're tired of being put in that position of being left out in the cold. Can you please clarify? Five of Pentacles. Also, this could have to do like with you just feeling like you come last to everyone else, and like you've always been put in a position where you feel the need to be in competition or comparison with other people. Like, I see you moving on from that. But can you please clarify the Five of Pentacles? Spirit. Okay, so when I shuffled, we do have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So with this Emperor energy, it really is about you taking your power back. It's about you getting out of your comfort zone for some of you. It's about being a lot more bold in what you want to do, what you have your mind set to do. And then to clarify the Five of Pentacles, we do have the Six of Wands. So I feel that you are going to get to a point where you take your attention from that other person and you decide to focus like on your strength and on some of the accomplishments that you do have. And that's going to be very beneficial for you when you just change your focus. And then for some of you, this Six of Wands, it represents the other person. Maybe they have gotten a lot of recognition lately, or they've been getting a lot of attention lately, or something has changed with their job in general, or something within their life where they're just getting a lot more attention, or they're too busy in general. And this could be you just feeling left out, you know, in general. You're feeling left out and you're feeling like this person has no time for you. But I do get a sense that that is just temporary. And so with the Devil card being here, some of you, because of the other person, maybe you're not used to them getting as much as attention as they are, and you're used to so much time, more time with that person, and now that it's become less, I see this Devil as like your mind playing tricks on you. And for some of you, this could have to do with a situation that has been going on for years, like your mind, like, has been telling you like negative thoughts about that person or about yourself. For example, you could be thinking things like, oh, this person doesn't want to make time for me, or this person is too busy for me, when that's not necessarily true. Like, maybe you just need to have a conversation with that person. Maybe you guys just have to figure out some sort of schedule. But also, I'm picking up with the Devil, it really does have to do with, okay, for example, when I said something about with the Five of Pentacles, that for some of you listening, it has to do with you feeling left out in the cold, and you always feeling like you come last to everyone else, or in certain situations you feel like you're like always in competition somehow, or always in comparison somehow. Well, this Devil could represent that feeling. It could represent you always being put in that position, and so you're going to end up breaking free from that. But you have to break that you have to break that chain. You have to decide that you're going to live your life differently, or you're going to do something different in general as far as your daily activity goes. Like, some things you have to activate in order for it to take place. So with the Ten of Cups showing back up, in general, I'm just getting this has to do with water signs. Like, you're winning, and it's going to take you looking at that even more, because sometimes some of you do not allow yourself to look at your wins. You do not allow yourself to feel good about your accomplishments or about what you have going for yourself. And sometimes that's the reason why you can always feel left out in the cold, if you're not allowing yourself to look at that enough. So I see like you're going to get to that point where you are more celebratory of yourself, and where you absolutely do focus on what else there is to your foundation. Because sometimes you only feel left out in the cold because you have to focus more on your achievements or more on your goals specifically. So that could be a message for some of you, that you need to hear, that you have to stop procrastinating. You have to stop putting stuff off, you know, in hopes that you'll get other people's attention in certain areas of your life. Like, you really have to just put your focus more on what you've been wanting to do, and you're going to see success there. That's why the Ten of Cups is there. So we also have the Seven of Pentacles here. So this goes into what I was saying, that I feel like this has been like a very long, drawn out situation or process for those of you that are watching. You've been putting a lot of effort and energy into something, in general. And you're going to see results, but maybe things are not happening as you imagine, or happening fast enough for you. But this could mean that you have to reconsider what you've been doing on your part, or you have to reconsider something. And it does mean that you have to kind of compromise, especially if it has to do with a situation about another person being involved. There's always going to have to be compromise here and there. But you definitely want to make sure you're in a more balanced mindset and able to bring your focus like on allowing everything to just unfold. Because for some of you, you kind of get caught in trying to make things happen forcefully, and you have to allow some things just to come to you. So can you please clarify that Seven of Pentacles? Not that many cards. Seven of Pentacles, please. Okay, so this goes into what I was saying. With the Justice card, you need more balance. You need to figure out what's going to work best for you. You need to compromise, see what's going to work best for you and everyone involved. And then we also have Wheel of Fortune. So that goes into what I was saying, like there's something you have to do in order to change, or at least to be more accepting of change. Okay, Spirit, from this deck of cards, what message do you have for water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What additional messages do you have for okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have talent. So water signs, for some of you, you are extremely talented, but you've been sitting on your talents, or you have been keeping them more to yourself, and Spirit wants you to expand, especially if you only are doing your talents like within your home and you just keep it to yourself, or you share it with your family or friends. Like, you're being asked to share more of your talent and be more open with it, especially when it comes to the way you're expressing yourself within this talent. Like, more comfortability needs to be involved with that. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up there. So underneath the deck, we also have trust. So this happens to do with you, like, trusting in your talents, trusting in yourself, like that you have what it takes. Like, don't compare yourself and feel like, you know, because everyone else is doing it, you don't have anything special to bring to the table. That is not true. You have to just really trust in your abilities at this time, and trust in, just trust that everything is going to unfold naturally in a way that you are going to eventually feel comfortable. Because I'm getting that for some of you, you don't really feel comfortable. But we also have good luck. So if some of you were thinking about sharing your talents or thinking about expanding in some sort of way when it comes to a new activity or a new project or something like that, you're going to have a lot of good luck. Like money is going to easily flow to you. You're going to get a lot of support as well. So it all has to do with your belief in yourself and how you just have self-esteem overall. So under that, we also have confidence. So this is really all about your confidence in yourself and how you feel comfortable in general. So water signs, you have to have a lot more compassion with yourself and other people, especially if you're not used to being a lot more open with some of the things that you do. Like, it's important that you be kind to yourself, be mindful how you're speaking to yourself every single day, as well. And for some of you, if it's not about you worrying about expanding or opening up, this is just about you being too focused, like being in that comparison mode with other people, and you have to focus more on your passions and more on your talents. You know, put your trust in what you do more instead of feeling like you have to compare. And also, this is why compassion is here, because you too have to be extremely kind towards yourself. And for some of you, it does have to do with you just complimenting yourself more as well. That's going to just do the trick for you. And then we have freedom in reverse. So this goes into what I was kind of saying with the energy that I was picking up with those cards, 3 cards. It's all about how you're feeling. Like, you're not feeling like you're free, but you are free. You're not feeling comfortable to do what you want, but you can do what you want at this time. So that's why freedom is in reverse right now, because it's like you can do more, but you're not really allowing yourself to do it. And then that's something that you really have to work on, and you have to dig deep to understand why do you hold yourself back with certain things that you do want to do. You have to explore that for yourself, water signs. And there's many different ways that you could do that, including with journaling or sitting in front of the mirror. And then we also have the card home and clarity. So comfort, I'm just really getting messages about comfort, feeling at home with yourself, feeling comfortable with yourself. But as soon as you figure out like what is going to help you to do that, what is going to help you to feel comfortable to do certain activities or things that you've been wanting to do, and as soon as you like get used to it as your daily routine, and you're really going to open up and blossom with it, and then there's going to be so much clarity that comes in. And for some of you, this does have to do with you being more grounded and just feeling a lot more secure around other people, secure about yourself and sure about yourself when you're surrounded by other people as well. But a lot of clarity is going to just come in like as soon as you get that confidence, as soon as you feel more sure. Also, this black cat is sticking out to me, sitting on that doorstep. And then the black cat on the Queen of Wands. So I feel like it really does have to do with your confidence. And for some of you, it has to do with, some of you have talents within working with magic, doing some type of magic, using herbs or something like that. You even do different forms of divination or something having to do with spirituality. Like, I'm getting that black cat is about you exploring freely, being independent, feeling good about what you do in general. And I see it as good luck for you. Like, it's a sign that you're going to have that abundance that we talked about as well. Okay, Spirit. So what do water signs need to focus on at this time? One more, please. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have strengthening bonds. So for some of you, you do need to work on what you can do on your part to strengthen the bonds within your life, especially the ones that you want to keep and keep growing with and keep expanding with throughout your life. Like, now is your time to really focus on what you can bring to the table, what more you can bring to the table. So another thing that you should be focused on right now, for some of you, you have to embrace those connections and relationships that you do have a lot more. And then for some of you, this is going to be about you needing to embrace yourself a lot more. Embrace your talents, embrace your accomplishments that you already have. Like, you just need to be more open, you know, to being happy about those things, to be happy within yourself, and to be happy, like, moving forward with what you want to do. And then water signs, you also have to focus your energy on your crown chakra. Now, for some of you that do not understand what chakras are, you can do your research on it. But with the crown chakra, it has to do with you feeling connected to your purpose, feeling connected to spirit, feeling like you have a purpose in this world. It has to do with you feeling good about yourself, feeling happy, feeling excited, all of that type of energy. In general, it has to do with your freedom, you feeling liberated in general. So this is what you chakra, water signs, and being able to just feel a lot more brave when it comes to certain things, and being more open to your desires, especially when it comes to manifesting your desires. So you can do many different things in order to manifest. You also can work on certain daily rituals, like I keep talking about, that is going to help you. Also, yoga could be something that could open your crown chakra a lot more. There's many different videos that you can listen to with crown chakra music. Like, it's going to be different for everyone, but I'm getting that there's like some energy healing that needs to be done for that specific chakra. And like I said, some of you, you're trying to work through depression and you're trying to work through anxiety. Like, a lot of that has to do with your crown chakra, and it could be underactive, the reason why you're having some of those issues, but you definitely can work through it. And if you have like someone you can go to for Reiki, that'll be helpful. And then we have darkest fears here. So another thing you need to focus on, water signs, is facing some of your darkest fears. And for some of you, it has to do with communication. For some of you, your fear is about just speaking up in general and expressing yourself in general, or your fear is literally about being seen more, being heard more, being on camera for some of you. So it's time for you to face some of those fears that you have, either through journaling. It depends on what type of fear it is, but if you have a fear about being on camera or being seen, you're going to have to face those fears by getting on camera more, getting on live more. It's going to be different for everyone. But one last message for the water signs. The only way to get through fear is to face it. You can't really get around it, and you sure cannot run away from it. So you're going to have to face those fears, water signs. Okay, Spirit. Last message for the water signs. What do they need to hear right now from this deck, from this card deck? What is something that they need to hear? An encouraging message. Be of service. So this is your sign to share your gifts. If you've been nervous to, this is your sign to expand. This is your sign to be focused on community. For some of you, to be more focused on helping others, even being more connected with your family, even being more connected with friendships. Like, this is your sign to do that, but you just need to focus on being of service in whatever way is comfortable for you, and take baby steps. And then at the bottom of the deck, we also have forgive yourself. So some of you needed to see that message. But thank you so much, water signs, for listening to this reading. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel. I have plenty more videos that you guys can watch, and please share this video if you enjoyed it. Share it to another water sign that you know that will enjoy this